after we do articulation and transformation, then we'll throw a couple other figures for scale, and you'll see that this guy's just kind of undersized. I thought he was going to be a lot bigger. He's supposed to be Frankenstein, and Frankenstein is one of the more taller of the, you know, the monsters. Hello! Today on the channel we're going to be unboxing FRANKENTRON! This is a Transformers figure from HASBRO, Takara Tomy. It is a, let's see, it's the 2023 crossover figure. It's Frankenstein crossover with Transformers. It is the Universal Monsters Frankenstein, created into FRANKENTRON, a Decepticon. So I've had this one for a while. And I think it came out last year, like right after Halloween, which was kind of like, because I pre-ordered it thinking it would come out for Halloween, but it came out after, so I saved it until this Halloween. So it's been sitting up in my closet for a while. But there's the front of the box of FRANKENTRON. Just flip it around to the back. There's the back of there is the back of FRANKENTRON. I can't speak. Yeah, it kind of turns into a tank that shoots electric voltage out, kind of like the voltage that it took to bring him to life. Well, Frankenstein anyway, and his bolts in his neck. So it's kind of like electric shooting thing coming out of there too. So that's kind of cool. And then yeah, here's the first side right there. There's a little glare. Let's see if we can make that glare go away, kind of to the side like that. And here's the next side. It is meant to look like a big fat VHS tape. I'll show you what I mean here in a second. So this is supposed to be the label side of the VHS. Let me show you the top and bottom first, and then I'll open it up and show you. So the top just says Transformers, and the bottom is your barcode and legalese. Alright, I'm going to pull into this barcode just in case you need it for anything, if it will focus. There we go. But here's what I'm talking about. So you take this and you slide it out. There's a way you can get it to, there we go, totally slide it out. So that we looked at. Now we've got, let's pull the camera back and I'll go ahead and show you all of this. So there's FRANKENTRON. This is part of the plastic free stuff, so no plastic whatsoever up in here. And there's this electric effects down there. But this is the part that looks like a VHS when you flip it around like this. So it's kind of funny. And then it does look like a big fat VHS tape when you flip it around. It's funny. But yeah, so it's kind of a different little bit of packaging there. We'll go ahead and look at this packaging too up close. So it was 8+ on this one. And there's Takara Tomy, Universal Monsters Frankenstein. And you come down, it says Transformers. There he is. Pretty cool. And the bottom is that Frankenstein cross Transformers FRANKENTRON. Cool. And the back of the box was the Transformers. And there he is. And then there's that again. And some legal. Alright. I think we've seen everything close up. Let's go ahead and set it here. I've got to figure out how I'm gonna, I think you just cut it open from the top or the bottom. Probably gonna cut it open from the top and see how that works. So I'm gonna tilt down, grab my X-Acto knife, cut that tape. While I'm doing that, just want to say if you're enjoying this video, if you could give it a like, if you enjoy action figure unboxings, toy hunts, shelf tours, everything fun action figure related. If you haven't yet subscribed to Hey What That On My Shelf, if you want to do that, you'll get that all in your feed. And if you have a fun comment, that's also greatly appreciated. With that said, let's get FRANKENTRON out the Franken box. Alright, here we go. Let's see, here he comes. Okay, got it out. Remove this. And here's the instructions. We definitely will need that. I know I will need that. And let's get them out. Alright, so we got a bunch of ties to cut. I forgot. Let me grab my... over here I've got my... little cutters over here. So let's get this bottom piece out first. There it is. That's your electric effect part. Pretty cool looking. Haven't seen too much of this in the Transformer, so that's kind of neat. Yeah. All right. Next, let's get FRANKENTRON. Well, let's get this piece out. It's part of his like electric cannon, I think. So there's that. I'm guessing that'll hook on the top like that. Shoot the electric from those little prods. Kind of cool. And we'll get these ties cut. 1, 2, 3. Let's see, 4 and 5. Is that going to do it? We got one more to get on his waist that I missed. Okay. Alright. There we go. We're going to sweep away all this plastic ties. Very good. Alright. Let's check him out. Let's get that out of the way. Okay. He is a lot smaller than when I first originally purchased him. I thought he was going to be a lot bigger. He is very short. After we look at the articulation and the transformation, I won't transform him on camera. I'll do that off camera and show him what it looks like after he's been transformed, because I don't want to fiddle around with it and make you watch that. So after we do articulation and transformation, then we'll throw a couple other figures for scale, and you'll see that this guy's just kind of undersized. I thought he was going to be a lot bigger. He's supposed to be Frankenstein, and Frankenstein is one of the more taller of the, you know, the monsters of the Universal monsters. There we go. That's how he's supposed to look. His hands are kind of funny because he's got them kind of out. It would have been nice if they could have added the joint, like oh, who was it? Well, there's a few of them, but I'm trying to think. Hot Rod. Hot Rod had some fingers that could move up and down, which would have been nice. At least he's in that kind of monster pose, so that's kind of cool. The head is kind of cool. It's just really small. Really, really small. But still kind of cool. So, let's see. It is just on... Is it a ball joint? No, it's just a peg. So it's just going to spin. It's a spinner. And then this reminds me of an Impactor. So I don't know if this is like Impactor's mold, but this is exactly what his like blaster thing looked like. Let's see if that... Okay, that doesn't come off, it just swivels. Interesting. Okay. As far as the arms now, you've got your up and down there. There is a peg, so it'll swivel as well. And the arm is on a peg right there, so it'll swivel there. And then you've got a little pin right there, so it'll go up and down. The hand, I think because it's part of the transformation, will spin a bit, but I think that's to transform it like that. The waist has a nice peg right there, so you can turn it right and left. And the legs, you're looking at a peg on a rocker there for the upper part of the leg. And then you've got another pin right here for the knee. And the foot. Let's see what we're working with here. Whoops, I just kind of pushed his foot down in there. Get your foot back out. There we go. Almost did it again. Okay, so you got your right and left. There's a pin in there that goes right and left, and then you've got this up and down pin too. So you can get a side stand and make him go back with that. So that works pretty well. Pretty cool. He's just kind of small for me. I wish they would have used more like a Megatron Voyager style class figure instead of a deluxe class figure. Because I feel like, I can't remember exactly how much this cost, but it was a lot more than a regular deluxe class, so I don't know. It's interesting. But yeah, he's pretty cool. I don't know if there's a place, let's look in the instructions and see if there's a place he's supposed to kind of hold this or something. Okay, it looks like the weapon can hook onto the side right here. So I think it even shows him with it like almost like Megatron style over here. So let's see how this even... I guess you just took it on like that. Okay, so yeah, it was off, and then there's a little hole right there, and you just plug it on, and then it had it like, was it like this, or no, it was just like this, like like that, I guess, but you can kind of flip it like this. Well, can you? I guess you could put it like this. Oh, that's on the floor. But you could kind of stick it like this and have him blast electric like that. Oh my gosh. I'll be right back. I dropped it way under the table. Smooth move. Oh, smashed the camera. Alright, I got it. As I fumble through this. Ugh. Alright. So that's supposed to plug into there, and that's how that looks. Okay. That's pretty cool looking, I will say. It's cool to get a just kind of a Halloween themed transformer. We don't have too many of these. So that's kind of fun. Alright. Let's go ahead and leave him standing right here. This is where I'm going to cut the video, and we're going to cut to a part of him, a scene of him transformed. So stay tuned, and here comes FRANKENTRON in his tank mode. Okay, here is the alt mode of FRANKENTRON. It wasn't too hard to transform. I can't remember how many steps it was. Let's look in the instructions. It was 16 total steps, so not the worst. But yeah, he looks pretty cool. I do like that he's got wheels under here. So there's a wheel here, here, and here, and here. So it does actually roll. You can move the turret around. It swivels. It goes up, down. It is pretty cool. So I like it as a tank. It works pretty well. I like it. Whoops! Smack the camera there. I've been smacking the camera around all day. But yeah, I do like it. It is pretty cool. And it's not too hard to transform. So yeah, he's a fun little transformer for sure. Yeah. I don't know if there's anything else really to point out. I mean, it's pretty basic. So, all right, back to the regular unboxing. So yeah, we'll go ahead and show scale when we go back. All right, back to the main video. Okay, we're back. I hope you enjoyed seeing FRANKENTRON in his electric tank mode. Let's go ahead and put his arm down, and then we'll throw some other figures for scale. Let's see if I can kind of... See, when you go up like that, you can't... You have to kind of go like that. I don't know. It's all falling apart. Let's do that. Something like that. Alright, let's set him here. Something like that. And then let's throw some other figures for scale here. So there he is. Let's go with an even smaller one. He is a deluxe class figure, but he is one of the smaller ones. So we got Gears. Let's throw him over here. There's Gears. And then let's go with a bigger figure. So this is a Commander class figure. Ultra Magnus. He is much bigger. Let's see if we can get them all in a good shot here. That's about how we're going to have to do it. I can't even hardly see his face. Let's bend over a little bit. There we go. All right. There is your FRANKENTRON. Stay tuned for some posing. Thanks so much for watching.